coming up on relatables. Oh, things girls love about guys. When they look you in the eyes really intensely while you're having a conversation and then just randomly smile.
Yeah.
I said, do what you wanna do, be what you wanna be, relatable.
Beep. Welcome to Relatables Airlines. I'll be your pilot, Mummy, and seated to my right, my co-pilot is Daddy.
That's right. Keep it okay. You are embarking on episode 15.
Estimated time till arrival is 1 hour to 1 hour 20, depending on headwinds within the length of dilemmas.
And the IG question seems to be a bit lengthy this time. So
strap in. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
And seatbelt signs will be on the whole time because giggles will be definite. We're not winging that.
Look at that, guys.
We had a script in our head before that, but we just winged it.
Jake and I are pilots.
Yeah, we were. Someone sent us an idea about. Oh no, we got sent that on Instagram.
Yeah.
I wish I remembered her name, but she said the idea because I was like, "Oh, you look like a pilot," and she goes, and then she said, she sent us something like, "You are Relatables Airlines." It was pretty funny. It was good. So thank you.
We got the idea from her.
Yeah.
But welcome back, everybody. As you guys may notice, we have been on a flight and we're back in Australia.
Yes, we're back in the OG.
The OG setup doesn't get much better than this.
Feels good.
It feels
great.
comfortable. It feels great. But like,
what I wanted to say quickly was, Oddie, people are saying to us, why do we only get? Why do you skip an episode?
Oh.
And so people are thinking we're skipping an episode.
And
all
crying.
I have to say is clearly not a real fan.
Who's saying that? Eh?
So where are all the even episodes?
The even episodes are on Patreon.
Patreon.
And like me and Jake are on the same wave. Right before he said that, I was going to say, you would have known that we were back if you were on Patreon because there's already been an episode out with this setup back in Australia, but you just don't know.
Patreon saw it first.
So prices are, it's fucking cheap as shit. Girl maths that shit up. It's $5 a month.
$1.25 a week.
That's 17 cents a day.
We had someone send us a thingo. They girl mathed it for us in American cents. It's like 10 cents a day for American.
Yeah, literally.
So we were like, it's 10 cents a day.
And there's people, I don't know how it's working. People aren't paying their memberships. I don't know how Patreon works.
Yeah, so what we actually, we're wigging out because it's like we're getting money, we're getting like a little bit of money from it. We would like to say big shout out to everyone that's listening that is a Patreon member. We love you. You guys also know we give you a little bit of sneaky love on the old Patreon. So if you want some, go over there.
Way more love.
Way more love. But yeah, so we have like a certain amount and the money doesn't add up. And so we go in and we look at it and it's like paid members and unpaid members. So we just need to go in and make sure that those unpaid members aren't getting what the paid members are getting. But they're not. They're not.
Pay your bills, guys.
Yeah. I think all they get is like a little, like a 5-second tester or something. So it's like, or even it's just like because they become a Patreon account. They're not paying for anything yet. They're just an account.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, it's confusing me. But go join anyway because you get early stuff and an extra episode.
Yeah. And then it all, look, the more Patreon members we get, the more.
We got a couple big things in the work with the old quality of everything's going to go through, as we like to say, to the moon. To the moon. But just to start things off.
We wanted to, enough of that. Who cares about that?
As you know, we were on a holiday, but Jake, unfortunately, got a little bit lonely over there. Started, he had a bit of spare time on his hand on holiday, so he started reading. Started
doing a bit of reading, guys, and so basically, I just wanted to start this episode on a high. A high? I wanted to start this episode on a high, and what I would like to call it was putting everyone in heat.
In heat?
In putting it in animal terms.
Ooh.
I want to put everyone in heat.
We're going primal.
If you know what I mean. So I've got another, I don't know what this book's called.
Oh.
This one I didn't get told the name of, but I have another erotic novel passage. All right. And it's good. It's good. And I'm not going to lie, I read this before we came on. Turned me on a little bit.
Definitely get strapped in, passengers.
So we've got a passage from an erotic novel.
Wait. I'm just thinking, you don't know the name of this. Did you write this?
No, I didn't write it. What I did was I went on my story on Instagram and said, someone sent me an erotic novel for the podcast. And they didn't tell me the name of it.
Okay, I'll just check this.
But look, I didn't write that. Come on, I couldn't have written this. Also, I couldn't have written this.
Yeah, okay.
because I've never experienced this.
Okay, everyone told me I looked real like awkward. I was like,
we're getting mad comments on that post going, you guys look so awkward. Obviously, you've never had sex. And I was like, I have had sex. Okay?
I've done it once.
I have had sex before.
Once.
All right.
Not with each other.
No. All right. Okay. Christ. Baby, I need you to relax. Lucian's forehead met mine. You don't have all of it yet. I didn't have all of it yet? I was already stretched to max capacity. I was one tiny wiggle away from orgasming all over, however many inches he'd managed to cram inside me. Fuck. Again, pics, breathe for me, he ordered. I managed a deeper breath this time and felt my muscles give ever so slightly. That's my girl. His voice was rough. Caress. Again. This time the oxygen came easier. I forced myself to relax, muscle by muscle, until I was no longer clinging to the man like a horny barnacle. Okay, I think Lucian fucked the thought right out of my head. I had all of him. Every throbbing inch of him had invaded. I was pinned to the bed on the verge of supreme sexual satisfaction, and there was no going back. I screamed something unintelligible. Fuck, he rasped. Oh no, it was happening. I felt it building in my body. 2 thrusts, and Lucian Rollins was about to make me come.
Wait, that was intense. I was in that.
That was good, wasn't it?
I was in that,
Like, this one was like, the other one was a little bit raunchy. This one was raunchy, but I liked it.
That one was like, oh, that made me feel all kinds of things.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I was like, oh, like, I really want to say to someone, you haven't got all of it yet.
Yeah.
But I'm like outing myself here where I've never had to say that.
Oh, I was picturing it like then, what it's like to be a girl. Like, I've never...
you were picturing the girl scenario.
Yeah, I was.
So you want a guy on top of you?
No, I was just saying. Well, that's how it was written, as the girl's perspective.
Yeah, it was from the girl's
Yeah,
perspective.
yeah. So I was just thinking that's what it's like. I was like, oh, that's weird and interesting.
I know.
It's a different side of things.
I've always been so grateful to be a guy. And the reason being is because, like, when I was a kid and I found out how babies came out, I was like, are you kidding me? That's how a baby comes out? And so I was always like, guys, I was so happy that guys didn't have to go through that because it just looks so painful. And like, I think I must have just gained a mad respect for women back then. And then also when I figured out, when I was informed on what sex is, and it's,
what age was that?
I don't know if I've ever told. I might quickly tell. So first of all, when I was a kid, I used to think that babies were born by when 2 people get married. And you know how when you get married, you seal it with a kiss? I used to think that what the guy would do...
I thought that as well.
I used to think that, so they seal it with a kiss, and then the guy's saliva goes into the girl's mouth, and then it goes down and turns into a baby.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what you thought?
Like when I was like, till I was like 10. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that for the longest time. And then you start to figure things out from like friends and stuff. And then when I found out that a pee-pee goes into the wah-wah... I was like, fuck, I'm glad I'm not a girl.
Jake's still 12.
I'll swear, I'll say anything, I'll read an erotic novel, but I won't say the word vagina.
No, if Jake wrote himself an erotic novel, it would be like, my pee-pee entered her wee-wee. And
if I wrote it, it would be, I was waiting for his pee-pee to enter my wah-wah. And I was...
The feeling was woo-woo.
Oh god, disgusting! Don't be disgusting, guys.
Yeah,
get your head out of the gutter, John B.
Oh,
she's hot. Rightio, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
I said, do what you wanna do, be what you wanna be, relatable.
Okay, everybody. Dilemmas, everybody's favorite time of the episode. And did we mention it? No, we didn't mention it on Spotify.
We mentioned it in Patreon.
That's once again why you need to get there early.
Yeah, they get there. And it's not even on purpose. We just give them everything first.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that. We did that completely by accident. Yeah. And it worked out well.
Yeah, great.
But so this Monday you're listening, if you're a real fan, you get a normal episode. Wednesday, full hour-long dilemmas. Yeah. We're helping all you guys out.
So basically, yeah, you guys are lucky. So you're listening to this right now. This is Monday. In 2 days' time, you guys get a full dilemmas episode.
So be ready. Put like post notifications on. You better like subscribe to our Spotify because that's where you're going to know Oddie, Jake, and the Relatables just did their thing and Dilemmas is up.
You're welcome.
But talking about wee-wees and wah-wahs, this Dilemma's about sex and it's actually quite interesting, I thought.
Sex.
Dilemma. They even titled it Condoms and Birth Control.
It's got a title.
I just had sex with my boyfriend for the first time. We had not discussed whether or not I was on birth control, which I'm not. Before he was going to put it in, I asked if he had a condom. He said no. Then he just put it in and didn't pull out. Is it just me or is this disrespectful? Is it fair enough for me to expect that he would have a condom, or if he didn't like check if it was okay to finish inside of me? The whole time I couldn't stop thinking about it and didn't enjoy it at all. What's your advice? Am I wrong for expecting him to do his part in making sure I don't get pregnant? Had to get the plan B, which was $32. The next morning, it made me physically sick and nauseous.
Oh, this is actually...
It's actually a couple, like there's all kind of wrong in that,
A few things wrong in this. I'm going to say, just quickly, I would like to validate her.
Mm-hmm. That was like exactly what I was going to do.
And say, you definitely should have expected him to have a condom. You're fine with that. And when you... that's so tough. Basically... It was very disrespectful of him.
He's completely. It's not tough.
He's in the wrong.
He's completely in the wrong. That's fine.
Very, very wrong.
He's wrongly by not having a condom and then not checking before he put it in, before he entered you, which is completely. That's all kinds of wrong. Mm-hmm. Second thing is he came inside of you without asking without your permission, which is another kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And it takes two to tango when you're talking about pregnancy. It's 50-50 effort. Like communication needs to be the top priority in that point in time, making sure you're comfortable and all that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's nothing really. I can't say anything on his part to make it better. He's
really bad. I think there's nothing that he did was justifiable.
No, the thing when he put you inside without even like making sure you're okay, that's like borderline really, really bad.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So he said no, then he just put it in and didn't pull out. I don't want to tell you what to do, but you need to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
You guys need to have like a very clear. And
I assume you're very young and you haven't had like a lot of sex.
Well, that was your first time.
Well, the first time with that boyfriend.
Yeah.
But like, I assume you haven't had a lot of sex prior, because that's all kinds of fucked up and like it's very, 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 very disrespectful, and I'm actually like kind of sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah. Wow.
Because like it's kind of degrading in a way.
But I definitely think so if you really like this guy and it's like you're just like, oh yeah, like he lapsed a judgment, then just talk to him and just be like, look, I'm not on birth control. I'm not planning on getting on birth control, so we need to use a condom in the future. And then just like be strict, just be very strict on it, because you don't want to get pregnant. I
know it gets heated in the moment. It's all like fun and games, and like you might think, oh, if I say this, it might ruin the moment. But you'd way prefer to not have a kid, take 10 seconds. It gets heated again.
Yeah, it does. It does
like
get heated again.
And you need to put your foot down too. Like, I know it shouldn't be up to you, but like, stop. This isn't what I want.
Yeah.
Get a condom or else we're not having sex.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I would recommend, if you don't want to go on birth control, so you want him to wear a condom, I would just recommend buying some lube.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There's a tip. Make your life easier.
100%. Yeah,
It'll feel better for you.
Yeah.
Be better for him. It'll be great.
Yeah, 100%.
And then,
and even if say you really like this guy, say we're giving the benefit of the doubt, and he's a really nice guy, make it fun. Put it on there for him. Like,
do it for him.
Yeah,
be like, I'm doing. You're wearing this.
Yeah. Here you go.
Take control. Wait.
Yeah.
You know what guys like is when when a girl takes control during sex.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I love it.
You're submissive. I'm the opposite, eh?
Like
the time and place for it.
Okay, so no, I'm not submissive, but I like it when like they tell you what to do. So it's like, that what you're about to do, they enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like fucking spit in my mouth and you're like, okay. So you do it?
Yeah, see? Put a condom on.
You know what I mean? So
okay.
it's like, get over it, putting a condom on you or whatever. So, or just like, take control. And like guys, like when a guy's horny, he will do pretty much anything. Yeah. So it's hard to say no to a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Because if he's like, no, I don't want to wear a condom, and you're like, well, we're not having sex then, he'll be like, okay, I'll wear a condom.
He probably had one too.
He probably did.
Yeah, and it's been in his wallet for years.
Exactly. Yeah. I wouldn't use that one. Nothing. I don't have one now.
Yeah.
But when you were younger, did you have one in your wallet for a really long time?
Yeah.
And I used to have one in my wallet, and every time I went out, I was like, might use this tonight.
So did I.
Literally never used it. I had a girlfriend. It's like, might be going home with her tonight. And I knew I was going home with her because I had a girlfriend.
The outside of all had like scratches.
You didn't. Oh God, it definitely was just. Oh, it was like it was faded.
Yeah, it was
like
faded.
that's not supposed to happen.
It's seen some stuff.
Okay, well, basically, no, you're all good. Definitely allowed to be mad.
Communicate. You have to communicate.
And make that. Be safe, please, please, please be safe.
Yep.
Okay. Hey boys, love the podcast, and I could really use some of your some of your life romantic advice.
I'm here.
Also, life advice and romantic advice. I'm a 21-year-old girl, and I have just finished my third year of 4 studying a double degree full-time at uni and working part-time in hospo. Damn. I'm aiming to get into medicine after my current degree, which means I am constantly studying in order to get good grades in all of my units to apply for med. Obviously, this means I have a very hectic and strict schedule of uni, work, study, and repeat, with not having much time for anything else. I would love your advice on my next decisions and how you think this will impact my social life. For a bit of context, if I get into medicine, it means at least 5 more years of study plus extra years to specialize. So by the time I finish, I will be at least 26 with more years of placements and interning. I'm worried this will leave me behind in terms of relationships and life experiences in general. I have never had any romantic interactions. No kissing, no talking stages or anything like that. I obviously speak to guys in my classes at uni, but no one I would see outside of the uni environment. I also went to an all-girls school with my whole life, so uni was the first time I really got to speak to guys. Most of my friends have boyfriends / talking stages, and I'm feeling a bit left behind and inexperienced. I'm worried that by the time I finish studying, all of my friends will have partners and stable full-time jobs, whilst I'll still be studying and not have those romantic experiences. Just wanted to know your opinions on my situation, and would like to know if you guys think, or if guys would find it strange that I'm 21 and have no experience. Oh, yeah. Right.
Ooh.
That's a fucking juicy one, I reckon.
We got a little smarty pants on our
I
hands.
know. Med.
Yeah.
The word, like, what do you do? Oh, I'm at med school. You're like, whoa, okay.
That's hot.
I know. I know.
Yeah. So use that at your advantage.
Use
to
that
start.
shit to your advantage.
So she realistically doesn't have time for anything.
She's got no time for anything. So basically, it's just a matter of this. It's like, do you want to just, like, if med school is what you want and you want to be a specialist in something, then you may just not have any experience until you're older. There's like sacrifices to make, and just so happens that you are sacrificing social life and romantic experiences for what you want.
I know. And I think, like, yeah, that's up to you, the decision you make. You're choosing your career over experiences with a loved one or whatever. And realistically, by the time you're 26, I think something will fly in your way and you'll just fall in your lap and you'll have something there.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think you're missing out on that much if you get a good career.
No, look, here's the thing. If you haven't had any interactions yet, that means you don't know what they're like.
Yeah.
Therefore, you don't know what you're missing out on, which is kind of a good.
That's what I was thinking.
Ignorance is bliss.
That's what I was thinking.
Ignorance is bliss. See, if I didn't have any interactions for a long time, I'd be like, okay, I'm getting a little bit fucking fed up.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have any, so I don't know what it's like, then you're like, okay, I'm good.
Use it to your advantage. And also, unfortunately, the harsh reality of life is the first time you have sex probably isn't going to be good.
No, it's going to suck.
So you're going to be a little bit scarred out anyway. So, you've got a good period of time just to concentrate on yourself. And I don't realistically think you're missing out on that much. And by the time you're older and have a good career, 21, 22, 23, dudes are developing way slower. They're fuckwits. You're missing out on the fuckwit stage. By the time you're 26, hopefully they're in a good mindset where you find a nice guy and you have a loving relationship that's healthy, rather than all this toxicity of being young, dumb, and not knowing how each other's body works and everything like that. So this might be a blessing in disguise, because you're going to end with a good career, then you're going to miss all the fuckwit boys, and then you'll have a good ending.
Yeah, exactly. So you're just going to skip everything and just go straight to a mature dude. So you're going to be happy days. And also, you're kind of comparing yourself to what your friends have. Comparison is the killer of joy.
Thief of joy, yep.
They're probably comparing themselves to you. As well, you know? So they're probably like, oh, I wasted all my time having fun, going out, having sex, doing drugs. Sounds fun when you say it.
Yeah.
But they're going to be your age with just a job where there's no, like, they can't get any further than where they're at. Whereas you're going to be somewhere where it's like, sky's the fucking limit. You're going to be so qualified.
That many people envy your position.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like people envy the discipline and the drive that you have. And I think that it's very respectable. And I think that you don't need to worry. I think it will come. And like Oddie says all the time, life's got a funny way of working things out. So I wouldn't be too stressed.
No, not at all.
Keep focusing.
Would you find it strange that someone has no experience?
Oh yeah, there was a question then. I don't think so. Like, just I think we've spoken about this before, where it's like if it's the right person.
No. I find like it's like fun if you mention it, if you're like and say it, and I'm like, oh, we can figure it out together.
Exactly, because yeah, like if I went on a date with a girl, and we went on a few dates, like you don't talk about sex right away. Like if we went on a few dates and we started to really like each other, and then like 4 or 5 dates in, I knew that I was like I would like to make it more serious and like start to be more serious. And then they were like, look, I actually have never had any like sexual experiences. I wouldn't be scared away by that. I would be like, okay, cool. Like I'm glad you told me. So that means that like we can take it slow and do it at your pace and make sure you're comfortable.
Yeah, 100%. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. You're going to be a doctor. That's fucked.
We're pilots, Jake. We're good.
Yes. Yeah, no, we're pilots.
Okay, dilemma. My sister is engaged to my ex-fiance.
Fuck. This started off great.
Me and my fiance broke up 8 months ago after being together for almost 2 years. 2 months after the break, I went off the grid on a holiday to backpack in Europe for 6 months, and I cut everyone off, including my family. Oh, that's kind of cool. I just landed back in Australia 3 days ago to find out that he is now engaged to my sister. Oh, what the fuck do I do? I have so many mixed feelings that I don't know whether I want to hug her or stab her.
Stab her.
Stab.
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 Are you kidding?
Ooh, please say it's like a half sister or like.
I would say, how about go back off grid?
Oh yeah, you what an absolute dog. That's disgusting.
See this
betrayal on all kinds of levels.
So this type of stuff is like absolutely wild to me. It's like, because it's so 2 months after you broke up. That's when, so 2 months after I went off grid, and you went off grid for 6 months. So like 8 months after the breakup, you've only been broken up for 8 months, and your sister has gotten with, dated, boyfriend, girlfriend, and is now engaged to said ex-fiance.
Yeah.
That is fucking mental. Yo, he just wants your bloodline. That's what he wants. Ooh. And okay, so the fiance, it's like,
I wouldn't talk to him.
No, you wouldn't talk to him, but it's almost like you can expect it from them. It's bad from them, but I think it's worse from the sister.
Oh, it's way worse. That's, like blood comes first. What do you mean? Well, that's just disgusting. There's plenty of dudes in the sea. I find it even weirder that she wanted to have sex with a man you've already had sex with.
Wild.
That's just weird.
Absolutely fucking wild.
That's some incest kind of shit.
It's disgusting. That disgusts me in all levels. Like, so okay, so seriously,
now let's plan how to fuck up her wedding.
Oh yeah, okay. This is okay. We've been sent a scenario about fucking up a wedding where it wasn't justified, so we were like, yo, we can't even put this in the pod, like, sorry, you're a crazy bitch. But this one is justified to the absolute max.
So you come back and you play, just be like, oh, I'm happy for your sis.
Play cool.
Yeah, she'll probably like, oh yeah, I'll come, I'll see if I can make it. Boom, you're there. You're in the she'll probably make you a bridesmaid because you're a sister, hopefully. I don't know if this relationship,
if not asked to be one, fuck it.
Yeah. And then I got something funny.
Okay,
so you know how whenever they're about to get married and the priest says, does anyone have like any rebuttal or any reason why these two shouldn't be together? Back pocket, or a holster under your dress.
Yeah.
Pull out little silly gun, either a water pistol or like a silly spray.
Right.
Spray both of them and be like, this bitch fucking is sleeping with my sister after me. I don't think and tell everybody, tell the whole universe, because everyone's going to think that's fucked.
Yeah.
And then be like, everybody hand up if you don't think they should be together.
Ooh, I bet you the family is torn on this.
Yeah, 100%.
I bet you there's a lot of people that don't want this to happen, that they're just going there because it's family. I was going to say everything up until the gunpoint. I was going to go, okay, yeah. I was agreeing. Okay, now what I think is my turn. I think you go up, you be a bridesmaid. Does anybody eject or whatever they say? Like, does anyone not does anyone not agree? Speak now if you don't agree. So you step up. You get I don't know, you have a microphone or something. You go, that man has a small penis, and then you fucking run off.
That can't probably work. Yeah, you get your final. You get closure. That's closure.
Yeah,
that's all you need. But I'm sorry that happened to you. Honestly.
Yeah, is this a true story?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, not hopefully. Just go to the wedding, fuck it up, and then go ghost again. You did it for 6 months. Go do it for 6 years.
Actually, yeah, I want to give a serious answer because this is serious. We just gave silly answers.
No, that'd be good.
Oh, okay.
Just go fuck a wedding up. Do it.
I honestly, yeah, I say fuck the wedding up. What the fuck do I do? You fuck the wedding up.
Let's be toxic. We're not normally, but this is justified.
Oh, wait, I know what you do. Now it's bad because you got to do it to everyone. Food poisoning, everyone.
Oh,
whole wedding. Everyone's mad at the sister and everything.
The cake,
everyone. Food poisoning.
You go to jail for that.
Can you?
Yeah, probably.
If you get caught.
Yeah, do it. We don't condone those things, but it's an option.
Oh, what else? I honestly, I would just. Well, I mean, you disown your sibling.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't. There'd be no relationship. It'd be done. It'd be like I can't believe you would do that. So I'm so sorry that you have to go through this.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Mental health warning. Everyone, mental health warning.
This is relatables here, there, and everywhere. Serious.
Okay. I put in a dilemma a few weeks ago, but more stuff has happened. I more so just need a guy's opinion because this has ruined my relationships for the past 3 years. In 2022, In 2022, I was diagnosed with PTSD and borderline personality disorder. It ruined my relationship with a close friend. Has since been repaired, and I lost my job over it. In the past week, I've been told I may also have ADHD, which is now making me start to question if it is worth trying to get into a serious relationship. I've been listening to the pod, and Oddie talks a lot about communication, but how early is too early to communicate these things to someone I want to get serious with? My family and friends always tell me I open up about it too quickly. But when I do, I keep it a secret. When I do keep it a secret, guys tend to do things that trigger me. I guess I want to know if you guys would rather a girl be honest about this stuff, and how soon is too soon to be open about mental health in a situationship?
It's a good question because this is very, very relatable.
Damn. I'm thinking like, because you'd be, if you were very long into it, you'd be upset if there was an episode where it was like really far into it, and then they told you after an episode, they're like, oh, actually, I've got this. You'd be like, why didn't you tell me that earlier?
Oh, yeah, exactly. But I think the triggering happens once there's a little bit of feelings involved, or else you wouldn't get triggered, I assume. Like, you wouldn't get triggered on a first or second date, would you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Because it's just
I don't have PTSD. I don't have borderline personality, so I don't know.
I'm going to assume that like you need to somewhat like them to be somewhat triggered because you care about them.
Okay, let's go with that.
And you want their like actions to be respectful of your feelings and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I reckon probably it's a very, very tough question with PTSD, borderline personality disorder. I think probably I'm going to go time period, not dates. 3 weeks to a month.
Okay.
And you might have had sex once or twice and then open up. I think that would be my thing. And then
yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think, because you also want to establish enough feelings where you're like, this could get serious enough where I really like him, and and it's like, I want him to know. Like, you're not just going to go tell people willy-nilly because it's very personal.
Exactly. You want him, you have to have a decent, like, you know that you like him and you know that he's going to react in the way that's sort of appropriate. You don't want to just tell some fuckwit and he's like, oh, yeah, you're an idiot, you're dumb, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you want to tell someone that you think is going to be very caring, and you want to be able to think like, oh, I know they're not going to judge me. And then what you could say is like, so let them know everything, and then like let them know that you do get triggered by things. Like, you can maybe tell them some common triggers, I don't know. But then just explain to them, like, I would want to be explained to what PTSD is. Not that I don't know what it is, but just like, you don't have to, if you weren't comfortable to tell me what happened that gave it to you, but I just wanted to be, I would want to know like just information about it. And then also I would want to know, I would want to know information about borderline personality disorder. Like, how do you recognize when this is happening? So it's like, how do I know when you're having like a moment where it's like, you're not yourself? Mm-hmm. And then same with ADHD, just like if you know everything about each condition you have, then you just need to be able to tell this person each definition and what happens and things like that, basically, just so they know.
Exactly. So you feel all these things going on and all these emotions. A male's brain firstly goes logical. So just break down what they are so we can understand.
These are all very emotional problems. Yeah.
So break down logically what this is and how it makes you feel. You don't have to go, like Jake said, into detail of why it happened or how it happened, and just do it like that. And you also don't have to tell everything at once.
Yeah.
So maybe a couple of weeks in, you just say, "Hey, look, I've got PTSD. These couple of things trigger me." Then another couple of weeks, these things also trigger me. And also make sure you make it known that like it's not your fault, but you're working on yourself.
Yeah. I
think
and I think every time, I called it your problems before. I don't want to say problems. I want to correct myself, and maybe it's conditions. But like, I think I don't know the answer to this question, but if you recognize that you're in a moment where one of these things is taking over, if you recognize that and you can recognize it, I would say with your significant other, that's the one person you need to tell definitely if you're comfortable that you're having a moment and it's like you're very emotional. And so it's like, because again, guys think logically, we're going to try and fix the problem because we want the problem to be fixed straight away. Whereas it's like, you could just be like, okay, I'm having a moment. I'm so sorry if I'm like this for a while. And then he'll know to listen.
100%.
Yeah.
And you can realize, like, you're asking yourself whether or not you should get into a serious relationship. I think you should. And you'll be able to realize you'll probably fuck up a couple of times, get some fuckwits who trigger you a lot. But
it's all experience.
Exactly. But you're going to realize that the problem is an us problem, not a you problem in relationship and dating. And when you find the right man who realizes it's an us problem and you work through it together,
Facts.
That's when you know it's the right one. So don't hinder yourself from dating and having experienced all these things. And you said you have ADHD. I don't think that matters at all for dating at all.
I honestly think I have ADHD.
Yeah, that one's not. I know it makes you overthink and your brain's always constantly thinking where it puts you in a constant loop. But that one's crossed out 100% date on the other two. And the other two are down to you figuring out when you're ready to open up to someone.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Fuck. Man, I think we did good today.
Let's go.
Yeah, wow.
Dilemmas. You know why we did good?
Why?
Because we're getting prepped for Wednesday's episode of Dilemmas.
Hey!
But all jokes aside, wish you all the best because that's a lot to take on your plate. But yeah, you'll figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I'm happy with all these ones too. Like, we usually get a very common theme, but these were all very different themes.
Yeah, very
I'm happy with that. So, everyone keep sending them in. We're going to start doing the Dilemmas episodes, so we'll get through them. There's a lot there.
Mm-hmm.
And am I the assholes? I love those things.
Yeah.
So I like telling you if you're an asshole or not. So,
moving on.
I said, do what you wanna do, be what you wanna be, relatable.
all right, guys. IG question this week was, what is the most creative way you... What was the question? What was the most creative way you turned someone down or got turned down?
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys are kind of mean. So
I'm not saying that. Can we think of a better name every time we do it? How to turn someone down?
no, we only have to say it the once.
Okay,
So
sure.
yeah, I think we only have to say it the once, and then we can just read them. Everyone knows what to do. So what's the most creative way that you turned someone down or got turned down? We're good. We're not saying that for the rest of this episode. All right. Told them I was going to jail the following week.
Is that it? Jail. And they believed it. Wouldn't you say, what for?
I know. You'd be like, wait, what?
You say tax fraud or something.
Tax. Yeah, you just fake it out. And they'd probably just be like, wait, if you say the following week, though, they'd still be like, well, we got tonight.
Oh, yeah, that one's not right.
So you might
Loopholes.
and then if it worked, because you might want to be like, what are you going for? It's like, oh, I stabbed someone. You might want to say that.
I reckon that's actually terrible because you'd be like, don't you want to have some fun before you get in there?
True. Yeah, I'd be more inclined to be like, well, let's have a good fucking time.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't kill me.
Oh god.
Okay.
We can role play. I'll be the fucking guard. We can practice.
Tie me up. Okay. Asked him his ethnicity and his family background and convinced him we were related.
Yo, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's like, imagine it being, you should be like a salesperson or someone.
Let me just get up those trees, the family trees.
Yo.
Oh, you're here, or we're both here from England. Oh shit, we got a couple of blood related
I'd be like,
relatives.
6 times removed. That's all good.
How many? We've said this very, very early. How many times removed would it take you to?
Have we spoken about this before?
Like 8. No one listening would know anymore.
How many times removed? Well, I'm pretty sure if it's after the 3rd time removed, there's 0 blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know that from research, yeah.
Know that from experience. Just kidding. I'm kidding. But I would want to make sure it's like,
I would
honestly, if I got with someone and then figured out we were like 5th cousins, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah, I know.
oh, I'd vomit.
For
Even if
sure.
it's 5th cousins, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so I'm gonna say just 0. I want it to be back when I want it to be dinosaur times. That's how fucking far back it was. Looked him up and down, then pointed at the trash.
Oh, that's mean.
That's not creative.
That hurt. That's not creative at all.
Ouch.
You're going to the bin.
Yeah. Oh.
Ouch, that hurts. Okay, simple and effective. I flew overseas.
Hey, that's gotta work.
Got a lot of them.
That's always going to work.
I don't want to communicate. I'm just going to, my actions speak louder than my words.
That's literally always going to work. That's like the major, that's as ghosting gets. A guy sent me his friend's Instagram and said, "You're more his type." That's heavy.
That hurts. You're like thinking you're getting the best one. He's just like,
That's like, that's like, imagine if someone was messaging me and I was like, "You're not in my league."
Yeah.
I was that confident. I'm like, "You're not in my league." And then I sent him one of our mates, like, he might like you.
Oh, that's degrading.
Oh.
Okay.
What's the worst way you turn someone down or been turned down?
Setting up his Hinge account for him.
Whoa, like, let me help you.
Yeah.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
No way.
That's kind of like, look, man, you need some help. I'll help you with your profile. Like, we'll get you back on the road. Like, get you, what's it, on the horse again?
Yeah, let's get you back on the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. A boy told me he couldn't date me because he was still hurt about his grandma getting sick.
Oh, that's heart-wrenching.
So you got to bring it in. So it's like, I'm going through it right now. Like,
It's like
Graham is just not well.
It's like the classic saying, like, when you don't want to come, you think of your grandma. He's constantly thinking of his grandma.
Has anyone ever done that, do you reckon?
I don't know.
Because look, I don't know if there is a thing. It's like, I don't think about something different when I don't want to do it. I just like kind of think, relax.
Yeah.
You know, like, just relax.
Jake's in his head, just breathe.
Yeah.
Just
and
breathe.
then she's like, "Why'd you stop?" And I'm like, "I'm relaxed. I'm unagi. I'm zen."
I'm zen out. Okay. I turned a guy down saying I was a lesbian. He didn't believe me, so I made out with my friend.
Yeah. That's honestly, that'd get me more turned on.
Yeah.
I'd be like, keep going.
That's honestly a win if you saw it.
Keep going. What's the most creative way you've turned someone down or been turned down? I said I was on an only nut diet for 2 months and they're allergic to nuts.
Oh, she's trying to kill him.
She's like, if you go near me, this would be your last time.
You turn into a pufferfish.
It's like, look, I want to do it, but I'm on this all nut diet.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I got 2 nuts right here.
You're so... Okay. He told me he was in love with my best friend. Now they're dating.
Oh, he didn't lie.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a good. At least he didn't lie.
Honesty's the best policy.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, that's so Devo. Do you still like the guy? Ooh.
Oh, fuck, you asked some deep question.
He said he was moving states. 2 months later, still hadn't moved and had a new girlfriend.
My man.
My man.
Oh, that hurts.
That's so heavy.
That fucking hurts. You see her out and she's like, "Oh, what happened to moving to Queensland?" You're like, "Oh, got a girlfriend."
Oh, girlfriend made me stay. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Happy for you.
Would you do this one? Told him I had an STD. I didn't.
Ooh. Would I do that? I
Seems-
don't know. Guys don't really turn girls down. Have I ever had to turn a girl down? I don't think so. I did at New Year's.
When?
At Falls.
Which
Do
one?
you remember we were at, it was the last night.
Oh, yeah, that was ridiculous.
Wait, what did she asked me, "Oh, this sucks. I didn't do it because I've never had to turn a girl down." She came up and we were dancing and she was like, I think literally all she said was, "Can I dance with you?"
Yeah.
And then I looked over at you guys and I was actually a little bit away from you guys.
Yeah, you were.
But I was like, "Oh, I'm just dancing with my friends over here." I didn't know what to say. I was put on the spot.
Oh,
I think I had my eyes on someone else as well. Fuck me. Got sent a dick pic once out of the blue, and I just replied with 2 magnifying glasses.
Wait. That is clean.
That is the best one.
I rate that.
That's 10 out of 10.
I absolutely rate that. Oh, we can, because we got a little bit of platform. And then any dude send unsolicited dick pics, we know a lot of people who've done it. Probably a younger person thing. Stop.
Yeah, honestly, oi.
Some people need to do it. Stop doing it.
Oi, I want to put out there that I've been getting sent unsolicited female nudes.
Oh, really?
Over it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Are they bots or real?
I've gone on and looked, and I'm like, but even if they're bots, like, just fuck off. And even if they're real, fuck off.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Jesus
That's probably that's
Christ.
exactly what the girls think. Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. I've never sent an unsolicited dick pic. I've never sent a dick pic.
Yeah, nah, neither.
No, I don't think I have.
Nah, it's not like a good, nice thing to look at.
No, I do remember. Do girls? Here's okay. Do girls like getting them from like their boyfriend?
I feel like a full mirror selfie would be all right. Not like a just holding it.
I feel like girls would holding it. I feel like girls would prefer to get one of just like waist up.
Yeah.
If they've got a good body.
Yeah.
Waist up, or like maybe like some undies with a solid bulge.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
you don't.
yeah.
We say it all the time. Penises are ugly.
Yeah. Ew.
Peepees are gross.
Pippies. Okay. I got dumped and the guy wrote me a poem to say goodbye in a memorable way.
Oh, that's kind of like,
just-
why are you putting effort into this? Just leave me alone.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I now hate you. Please never contact me.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Sorry, roses are red, violets are blue.
Are you sweet?
You became butters, so I'm dumping you.
Oh,
Oh, that was good.
shit.
I told a Russian backpacker I worked for the government and wasn't allowed to have a phone.
I just feel like, I don't know about that one. It's a bit too intricate for me. A bit hard to keep along.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I flew to Sweden for 3 months, so I didn't have to say I'm not keen. Wrong timing.
Imagine being so unkeen and not wanting the confrontation that you leave for 3 months.
Well, I'm out of
But
it.
at least it forced you to go on a trip.
Yeah,
Probably
true.
got lots of experience.
Maybe, yeah, you know when people are like, oh, I don't know when you go on holiday. You just like get into a situationship, and then when you feel like you don't want to have the confrontation, you leave.
Oh, my biggest tip on people being like up in the air about going on a holiday would be like, just go.
Yeah.
I told them to be like their hairline and take 3 steps back.
That hurts. Oh, that would kill a man's soul.
He would never, ever, ever talk to a female again after that.
I honestly think
The next thing he would have done was bought a flight to Turkey.
he would have bought a flight to Turkey after throwing hands at you and getting like assault.
Honestly, yeah, I'd go to jail for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I wouldn't even hesitate to go to jail for that.
Okay, unlike the dilemma we had, told him that he and my brother are so similar.
Oh, you're like a brother to me.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I FaceTimed my mum and she said, thank you. Next. Get fucked.
Mum's a savage.
Wait, mommy is a savage.
That's me.
There we
Purposely giving them the icks, so they redecided that it didn't actually like me.
Ooh, so you got turned down, but you're the one that like, made it happen.
Yeah, it's a bit like
I like that. Honestly, if you don't like a girl, just start doing icky stuff like simpy.
Yeah.
Turn her off.
Any dudes listening, if you're like, oh, I want to get rid of this girl, start poo bearing that shit up.
Doing what?
Poo bearing that stuff up.
Pooh Bear, Pookie Bear.
Yeah, we out, big baggy shirt on, half your bum, half your willy out.
Yeah.
Start doing that.
Oh, we need to poo that shit. Yeah, girls hate that.
Yeah, I know.
Just why you put some. I like walking around naked. All right.
Yeah.
She just won't want to be around you. Oh man, all right, that's all mine. I'm good.
Okay, this is my last one. I purposely bought an ice cream with nuts. Oh, it's the same as one. These things are girls. I purposely bought an ice cream with nuts in it because he was allergic and didn't want to kiss me.
Wait, that's kind of what you were with him at the time.
Yeah, that's like, ew, that's dog. That's low.
That's very low. And he also would have got the message straight away. You better not have let him buy that for you.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed if you let him buy that for you.
If I was him, I would be storming off.
Yeah. You know what? True. I'd be like, look, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
I said, do what you wanna do. Be what you wanna be. Relatable.
Okay, everybody, it's deep time. And hopefully by now, a lot of people like to take something away from this podcast. It's not all fun and games. We do like to have a serious moment near the end. a deep thing. And today's one's men's mental health, especially because
And
it's men's
Movember.
men's mental health month. But the way we are going to try and shine a light on it is a little bit different. It's all good and well. Everyone knows that men's mental health is a massive, massive problem. And it's all good and well to show statistics, but it's hard to actually like know when someone's experienced it because they might always look happy. They might always look like that, which is sort of representative of this podcast in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
We say a lot of things, we have a lot of jokes, and it's very happy, but underlying there's a good message that like we really want to preach the importance of men's mental health.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do right now. So me and Jake recently went on our trip overseas to Bali,
As you all know.
into Indonesia, and very good trip. Taking away like
That was awesome.
it was very, very, very good.
Great
And
time. Very appreciative of that trip.
yeah, extremely appreciative. But we both learnt a lot of things about life in general, and
Yeah. It was different.
it was very, very different. So
Yeah, because we went over there, like we went out a little bit. We didn't party much.
no, not at all really.
So we kind of went over there because we were like, we can go over there and we can afford to live over there not needing to work. And so then we can just do the podcast and see what it would be like to maybe podcast full time.
Yes.
And so we did that, and it was kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I guess the main thing would be like finding the studio, the Lighthouse studio.
Mm. So
It was
yeah,
like, yeah, we went there and it was just like so
yeah.
different.
We were on a working holiday. So
Yeah.
we were working in another country that made it. We just saw a lot of different ways of life. So we got to this studio and we're doing all these things, and there's all these cool people that like are making money and having a life in Indonesia, completely different to anything we've ever experienced ever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And while we were over there, we got the feeling of, I don't think either of us had really gotten the feeling strongly at all before going over there that we were like potentially maybe outgrowing the place we live.
Yeah.
But then going over there made it feel like we were.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made it feel like there is a lot more to life than you really, I don't know, than what you just grow up with.
Yeah, what meets your eye, like you experience, like the person talking about all those things at the start in the dilemma. Your brain is just only so capable of seeing like what's in front of you, and it just plays tricks on you constantly. And sometimes you just need a new scenery to revamp that. And we just had a fucking massive realization that like we've been stuck. We live on the Central Coast which is like a kind of small community.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck? Like, why are we doing what everyone else is doing? And like, we had a revamp. And like, it was motivating.
Yeah. Okay. I think what it did was motivate us.
Yeah. It motivated us to like, just be like, fuck, we can go change our life when we get back. I don't need to be a tradie. This makes me unhappy. Like everything you're told growing up is only from your parents' eyes and the people around you. And that's not enough to fully have a proper idea of what life's like.
Yeah, like I think what happens is you go out of school and everyone comes out of school and they work or they go to uni and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And so then it's like, that's normal. That's what you're told is normal and that's what everyone else is doing. So you're like, why would I not do what everyone else is doing? And then when you get a job, you stick with that job. It's very common for you to just stick with the one job. And then you're like, well, this is normal. This is what everyone's doing. This is what I need to do. I need to save up. I need to buy a house. I need to pay off my mortgage. I need to have a wife. I need to have a family. I need to have kids. And that's normal. That's the norm. Whereas I think what it took for us is like, I think we've always thought a little bit different, a little bit more outside the box. I'm not going to say we're super individual because we still definitely got caught up in all that. But I think what going away did for us was it just opened our eyes to the fact that you can have more control over your life than you think.
100%.
You know, and it's like you go to work and you're like, I hate my job, but this is normal. Everyone hates their job. And it's like, why does everyone hate their job?
And that normal you talk about, like you compare yourself to the normal and think you're behind, but that normal doesn't work. And all the statistics back that up. Everyone says, oh, you'll be happy once you get a job, all this and that.
Yeah.
Evidently, it doesn't work because in society, everyone's got these mental health issues. Everyone's got this and that, and it just doesn't work. So once you find your own pathway. So I do have some statistics to like.
I think what happens before you do that, I think what happens is like the thought of like, I'll be happy when I get to this point the thought of that is actually a negative thought. It's like, because it's implying that you're not happy right now.
Yeah.
So what it's saying is like, so I'm not happy right now, but I'll be happy when I get here. So that's actually that's all negative.
Yeah.
So then when you get to that point, there's a new one. So you're constantly like, I'll be happy when I get to here. And so basically the whole time you're actually thinking in a negative way.
Yeah.
And so like, it's everyone gets very stuck in that.
Yeah. And what we're trying to get out of this is, firstly, you're not alone. You realize, like, you might think that you can't talk to anyone about it, but please, 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 like, there's always a loved one around floating about somewhere. There's a friend who really, really cares, but you think he doesn't or she doesn't. There's always someone around that can make the difference of just having a conversation. Or even just you say to your friend, like, let's go to somewhere else for 6 weeks.
Yep.
Let's save up for a month and then we'll go somewhere for 3 weeks. Just experience
escape
it
for a little bit.
Don't just party your holiday away. Go experience the culture and do something that's actually going to change your life in a way and redefine the way you think.
Yeah.
But with it being Movember and Men's Mental Health Night, we do have some statistics that are unfortunately true. So 8.6% of Australians die every year from suicide. That's more than double the road deaths.
Fuck.
And 75% of those who take their own life are male. So it's fucking prominent.
Eye-opening.
And there's an unknown number of Australian attempts of suicide every year, but estimations suggest that it's it's over 65,000 people try it.
Oh.
So we need to start more conversations. That's fucking too many people. One's too many people.
Way too many.
And it's in our age demographic for who's listening, is suicide is the leading death of Australians between 15 and 44, which is right in who the fuck's listening right now.
Literally our demographic.
So I don't know. What we take away from that is like the simple thing of experience a different life is going to can change like your whole perspective of life, and you're just going to be motivated and everything like that. And also just talk to people, please. Like, don't think you're alone in this at all, ever.
Yeah.
Talk to anybody, literally anybody, because someone was going to listen. The simple thing is, we've talked about appreciating the little things in life. The simple things like saying good morning to a friend, or hey, have a good day. Hey, I appreciate your friendship, might change someone's perspective on life. Simple things like that. Just be more positive and stop living in this like all our dilemmas are fucked. And it's just like, oh, life just sucks. And I'm sure there's plenty of good things in the world, but the dilemmas are just like keep coming in, and there's so negative connotations. And it's just like, why is the world like this? That normal shouldn't be normal.
Yeah, I would like to add in like there is so everyone preaches like reach out, talk about it, talk about this, talk about that. I would like to admit, I mean, I'm sure you could admit easily as well that like I've definitely gone through times where I probably should have spoken to someone but didn't. And so like we're guilty of that. And I think I'm getting better at now the person that I would talk to is like, I'd be comfortable to talk to Oddie. I go to my parents a lot more now. I do understand now, maybe it comes with maturity that they want to listen. But I think a tip, because some people are going to be like, oh, easy for you to say. So I would like to say, yeah, it is easy for us to say, because I've never actually struggled with bad mental health issues for like a long period of time. So I think I was trying to think of like just little things that could like maybe help someone get out of a little rut. And it's just like, I don't know, just maybe the whole thought of like, so if you think about it, we are actually lucky enough to be the ones that get to live. So statistically, I'm pretty sure the chance of you being born is like 1 in 4 trillion. So you've won the lottery just being able to live. Like people are scared to die, but it's like we actually are the ones that get to die eventually. And so it's like the whole, because it's like 1 in 4 trillion. So basically it's like, it's hard to explain, but I was thinking like just people that are in a little rut, it's like just maybe try to just, if you want to get out, like you need to want to get better. That's what it is. It's like everyone says, I'm sick of feeling like shit. I want to get better. So you need to want to get better. And so if you're not comfortable enough to talk to someone, I would say just trying to appreciate the small things, like go and look at flowers, if the sun's a beautiful sunrise or whatever, it's like, just be like, oh, it is pretty damn beautiful that is just there and it's there every day. Just little things that are going to, because it'll like, and then with consistency, it becomes like a habit. It takes like 60 days or something to gain a habit. And it's like, your mind is then going to just be in a habit of thinking more positively. So little things like that, I think, you know, if and then also definitely, I would, if you can talk to someone, please, that would be the biggest thing. It's so, everyone just gets so scared of maybe opinions.
Well, the opinions, everyone like needs all these achievements and accolades, and everyone compares themselves to things. But the way I kind of like view life is anyone's biggest achievement they're ever going to achieve in life is completing it.
Yeah. Wow. Good point.
So don't cut that journey short. Like you might have ups, downs. Everyone's best achievement is the day when they going to hopefully die of old age.
Yeah.
And that's the achievement of life. And that's the best achievement anybody can ever experience. $1 million, doesn't matter. Anything like that. Everyone completing it, the best achievement is completing life at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. And just, I don't know, fucking just try and enjoy it. And if even other, like you can send someone a message and you can start it off with, I don't want you to reply to this. But it's like, but I just need to get this off my chest.
That's a good idea.
And so it's like, if you start it with, I don't want you to reply to this, I just want to get it off my chest. And then you can type out what you're feeling and then send it. It needs to be someone you're comfortable with, obviously, but then send it. It's at least it's out there now. So you've done it in a way where it's like a stepping stone. So you're going to be, maybe this friend could be a super good friend and they really care. And they could say, oh, if you're okay with me replying to this, is that okay with you? Or it's like, how about, if you're willing to talk about this, I would actually love to talk about this in person, like if they're a good friend or something like that. And then you could be like, then that's just a start, and then it'll get better and better. And I would encourage it for sure. And I really wish that like you and I did, I don't wish we struggled with it, but I wish that we could be good examples and actually talk about something that's bothering us. But currently we're lucky enough to be, is anything bothering you? Like, are you okay? Like I actually don't I wouldn't say I ask you that at all. No. Like I see you and I say, oh, how you going? And you're like, yeah, good. You ready to call the fucking best potty ever? And I'm like, let's go. And then we get hyped. Yeah. But it's like, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good at the moment?
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah. Like right now I'm good. And I'm very grateful that I'm good. I was thinking about it last night while I was walking and I was like, man, we've got some decisions to make.
Yeah.
And I was like getting in my head about it. But then while I was walking, I was like, fuck, really, we're very lucky to even have these decisions to make. You know, if I can make the decisions and stop complaining about it. But another thing I would like, this is going to go on for ages, sorry. Another thing that I think was good about going away was we noticed what life was like in Bali for the locals.
Yeah.
Which made me appreciate what we have here tenfold. You know?
Especially, we went to Gili Island and like we saw like inside there.
What they sleep in.
They're like, I want to call it a hut. It's barely a hut.
It's barely even a hut.
And they're happy. They smile, say.
They're all smiling.
Yeah, they say hello in Indonesian.
They love
it. Like, good morning.
Selamat pagi.
And you're just like, man, like, I've got a roof over my head. Like, you break it down to the basics.
We have fucking electricity. We have Wi-Fi. We have water that we can drink out of the tap. I've got shoes. I've never been hungry in my life. Just all those things, you know? It's like...
We just take it for granted.
We really do take it for granted. So coming back, you feel a lot more... I just feel way more grateful, I think, at the moment after seeing all that, and just for a period of time too. Like, especially, you know, when you and Jack gave that guy that gave you a ride home that one night, you gave him a burger. It was the first time he's ever had a burger, and it was the best thing he's ever had in his life. And then you guys gave him some money, and he sent Jack a message the next day saying, oh, my wife thanks you so much. You helped my family out. I can feed my kids. He was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Jack FaceTimed him the other day. I saw him yesterday, and he goes, oh, I actually FaceTimed him the other day. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, he's there with his wife and kids. And I was like, what'd you say to him? Like, what'd you even say to him? And he goes, oh, not much. It was just funny.
Takeaways is...
Yeah. Just
a lot to take in. Just think about it, and like, I want to have something good come out of this podcast, and it's make your brain think in a different way, and make hopefully you like. I'm gonna send a message. I'm gonna do this to better myself. I'm gonna do that this and other. Hopefully this helped a little bit.
Fuck yeah.
I said, do what you wanna do, be what you wanna be, relatable.
All right, to finish on Old Wholesome Boys.
Old Wholesome Boys.
This is Things Girls Love About Guys. This is from our listeners as well. The old Spotify is supplying the goods.
Yeah, we asked it on Spotify. We got responses.
Responses.
It's the most responded to episode we've had.
I know. How good is it? Love you. And so, Things Girls Love About Guys. When they ask to cuddle you and they get all excited to do it.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie, I love cuddling.
When they initially like, oh, come closer.
Oh yeah, do you ever are you ever mid cuddle? And then for some reason something overcomes you and you hug tight for a second and then they hug tight and then it just feels really good for a second and then you just like sit going like, yeah, okay, time for a break.
Yeah, closer.
Squeezer.
Tighter.
It's like, and you wish you're like, I just wish you could fucking morph into me.
Yeah.
Like, things girls love about guys is when they have big hands.
Oh, damn it.
That's unfortunate for you, sir. But I would like to say I have big hands.
Take that back. Oh, things girls like about guys when they cry in front of you because then they know you're comfortable and ready to be vulnerable around you.
Damn. Oh, damn. That's pretty. I've been emotional lately too, so I think I'm starting to get more emotional. That's fucking crazy. I can't say.
I've never cried in front of a girl, but like
no.
I've definitely been vulnerable and opened up.
Yeah, vulnerability is fucking hot.
Yeah.
Things guys love about guys when they drive manual makes us weak at the knees.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I can change those gears.
Oh damn!
A little trick you just do when I reckon this. Surely this gets girls. You're like driving and there's not many cars around and you put your foot on the clutch and you go, can you put it in the second for me?
Oh, I used to love doing that.
And then they can't do it, so you just grab their hand and then you put it in the second. Yeah, that's it, eh?
Fucking hell.
Things girls love about guys. This one's for you. When they think they're faster than you.
I know I'm faster than you. I am okay. I know that I'm faster than you. All right. Things guys love about guys that they make you feel small.
Yes. I love that too.
See, I mean, yeah, I like it too. I love it.
This is hyping us up.
I know. This is hyping us up. I like it when a girl goes, oh, you just make me feel so small.
Yeah. Even like, how do you get so big? And I was like,
stop.
Yeah, stop it. Stop. Okay. This might be why everyone likes this so much. Things girls love about guys. When they have a bromance.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah.
Girls like that.
Apparently.
Fuck it. I love it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's funny is, there was a couple jokes going, oh, I don't want to get in between you and Jake.
Yeah.
Don't want to get in between you and Oddie.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you fucking
jealous.
You try.
You're jealous.
I welcome you to try. The ability to take the lead and make you feel safe in your femininity.
Ooh, I can do that.
Okay.
I can take the lead. I can make some decisions.
Yeah. The decision making is that's a good one. I think girls do like that.
You can be vulnerable. You can be a girl around me. You don't have to have all your walls up.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to tell them what to do, but it's like, I'm going to tell you what we are doing.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm going to scare all the creepy dudes off.
Fuck yeah.
Just pop me a band here.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a fist ready. Can't use it.
The fact that we've never been in a fight.
Oh, things girls love about guys. When they look you in the eyes really intensely while you're having a conversation and then just randomly smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
I'm getting a little warm and fuzzy inside right now. I'm kind of feeling a little lonely right now.
Yeah.
When he doesn't cheat on me with one of my friends.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like that.
Standards are just back down there.
I'm glad.
Doesn't take much, does it? Doesn't take much. Things girls love about guys. When they have a hobby and they really care about it and they just talk about it a lot. That's hot.
Ooh, passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate about something. Yeah, I like that as well. I like it when a girl's passionate about something as well.
So, yeah.
I also like that. Things girls love about guys. When he backs out of a parking space and he puts one hand on the passenger seat and one hand on the steering wheel.
Yes.
That's hot.
In a manual?
It's like in a manual as well. It's like you put in reverse, clutch coming out and you're doing everything.
Okay, I want to say any girls who are picturing Jake do that right now.
Stop.
No.
Stop. I refuse. No, I'm kidding. I love my car. Go for it.
You're picturing Jake probably in like a troopy or like, I don't know, a van doing that. He has a 2-door Hyundai gets. So take it all back now, the yick.
I honestly, for a fair while, I was like, yeah, my car sucks. But honestly, when we got back from Bali and I went and I picked it up from my parents' house and I hopped in it, I was like, I fucking missed you. and now I love it. And I am not at all embarrassed about it. And if I was to go pick a girl up and she said something about it, I'd probably just be like, oh, get out then. Like, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like,
Well, doesn't
this
matter
is my
then.
baby. This is my real honey.
Yeah.
This is my number one. You're just my side.
Stay in line.
Yeah, stay in fucking line.
You're just a garlic bread. This is the main.
This is the main course. Yeah, no, I love her. I don't know why.
My last one. Oh, it's the same thing. When they're passionate about a topic and they talk about it all the time.
Yep. How they're not able to overthink.
Yeah, magic. Well, I'm not that
Magic.
good at that though.
No, I'm pretty good at not overthinking.
Yeah.
When they're a mummy's boy.
Ooh.
I'm a mummy's boy.
That took me a moment to click. Hey,
I couldn't say it seriously.
everyone listening's a mama's boy.
Everyone listening's fucking daddy's boy.
Yeah, no,
You
you're
better be.
your mummy.
You better be
You
a
know
daddy's
what's
boy.
up.
You're not allowed to be a mummy's boy anymore, so get fucked.
Pick a lane. Pick a lane. All right.
Yep.
I said, do what you wanna do. Be what you wanna be. Relatable.
All right, guys, it's come to that time. Subscribe to YouTube. We want to hit that shit up, boy.
That's it, eh? Do all that good stuff. But thank you for tuning in.
We love you. And the song of this week is Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift.
Ooh, you better give this your all.
Because I'm a real Swiftie.
That's
All right.
it. Okay, I'm ready.
Fever dream high in the quiet of the night. You know that I caught it. Bad, bad boy, shiny toy with a price. You know that I bought it. Killing me slow.
Thank you for joining
window.
Flight
I'm always
Relatables.
waiting for you.
I have been your host, Oddy,
Devils roll the dice,
aka
angels roll
Mummy.
their eyes.
joined by
Kill me,
Taylor
makes me
Swift's
want you
biggest fan,
more.
Daddy.
And it's new. The shape of your body, it's blue. The feeling, I got it. And it's ooh, whoa, whoa. It's a cruel summer. And it's ooh. No, it's a good song, that.
I hope you fly again with us, because next week, this is the last episode.
Oh, yeah. Next week, we're starting something.
We're starting something big.
That's
That's
scary.
all we're saying.
Yeah.
On tour is over.
On tour is over.
Thank you for that.
We're jumping on a ship.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
I said, do what you wanna do. Be what you wanna be. Relatable. I've been hanging out with new friends. People more like me instead. Living on the same wavelength. I knew it when they said, hey, do what you wanna do. Be what you wanna be.